He has turned this day around, and we have only just begun. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the great Governor Andrew Cuomo with the Vision and Leadership Award tonight.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Buenas noches. First, let's give a big round of applause to Assemblyman Felix Ortez, who's done a great job for this whole weekend in organizing tonight and is doing great work with the conference. Also to the co-chair of the task force, Vito Lopez. Let's give him a round of applause, chairman of Brooklyn. I would also like to recognize the members of the Puerto Rican Hispanic Task Force and the members of the SOMOS El Futuro Board of Directors. Let's give them a round of applause. To all my colleagues in government, first let me say thank you very, very much for this great award. 25 years of leadership. I want you to know I started when I was 4 years old to earn this award. 25 years. If I have done anything to be worthy of this award, is because I had great mentors and I had great teachers in my life and people who helped me along the way. And many of the people who helped me along the way are also the pioneers who started SOMOS 25 years ago this year. And I'm going to ask them to stand and let us give them a round of recognition. Assemblyman Jose Rivera, Assemblyman, now Congressman Jose Serrano, Assemblyman Vito Lopez, and Assemblyman Hector Diaz. Thank you, gentlemen, very much for your leadership and your pioneering spirit. 25 years ago, SOMOS said, "Somos el futuro," we are the future. And how right you were. Look at the progress in 25 years. The population has grown by more than 50% to now over 3.4 million Hispanics in New York. New York City is the city with the largest Hispanic population in the country. New York State has the largest Puerto Rican and Dominican population in the country. And our Hispanics just make this state a better state. Tonight in this room, we have Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Ecuadorians, Mexicans, Cubans, Guatemalans, Salvadorans, Chileans, Venezuelans, all making their unique contribution to make this state the great state that it is. And importantly, over the past 25 years, representation in this state government has grown from 7 state legislators to now 19 strong assemblymen and senators representing the Hispanic community. And that is important, my friends, because SOMOS understands how important government is, how important it is in general, but especially for new Americans and for immigrants. It's government that is the vehicle for social justice. It's government that can knock down barriers. It's government that can fight discrimination. It's government that is the great equalizer, that it can enforce rights and gives everybody in this society the same rights. That's why we're working so hard to make New York State government work once again and instill competence and integrity and pride and restore the trust, because government really is the most effective vehicle for social justice. We've made progress over the past 25 years, and we've made great progress, and there's a lot to be proud of. But there's also no doubt that the struggle continues, and there is more to do, my friends. We have to get this economy running, and we have to get it running strong, because the economy is the engine that pulls the train. I've run into all sorts of immigrants and new Americans, thousands. Never once has anyone come up to me and said, "Can you get me a welfare check?" You know what they say? Can you get me a job? Can you get me an opportunity? Can you let me work? Can you let me advance myself? Can you let me provide for my family? Just point me in the right direction. That's the immigrant spirit that made this state great. But it's not going to just be getting the economy running. We need to understand the specific needs of the Hispanic community. We have the MWBE program, which can be a great vehicle. The goal was 10% of all state contracts. I'm doubling that goal to 20% of all state contracts going to MWBE. We have a particular problem with unemployment among Hispanic inner-city youth. The youth unemployment rate for white youth is 13%. The unemployment rate for Hispanic youth is 21%. We started a special program targeted just to this need, the New York Works Youth Program, $60 million in job training, $25 million in tax credits to get Hispanic youth jobs. We need to build community. We need more affordable housing. We need to protect homeowners from unscrupulous mortgage foreclosures. And we need affordable health care, and we need a health exchange passed in this year's legislature to make it possible. And most of all, we need a public education system that is second to none. Because, my friends, public education is what keeps the dream alive. Public education system says, I don't care who you are or where you came from or how much money you have in your pocket. With a public education, you can be anything you want to be. You can be president, you can be governor, you can be a millionaire just through the public education system. It was the great equalizer that brought all sorts of immigrants into the mainstream. And the truth is, our public education system is not as good as it should be as we sit here today. We spend more money per student than any state in the nation. And we're number 38 in terms of graduation rates. That is not okay. We have to demand more performance from our public education system because our children deserve the best, and we won't rest until they have the best. And that is true for higher education also. SUNY and CUNY are two jewels. Invest in SUNY, invest in CUNY, you're investing in the future. And New York State is doing something that is particularly important today, because many states now are trying to deal with the issue of immigration, and they're trying to figure out how to deal with the issue of immigration. And many states are turning their back on immigration. Many states are threatened by immigration. And our example is the exact opposite. They're threatened by immigration. We're excited by immigration. They think immigration is a loss. We think immigration is a strength. They want to build walls and build fences to keep people out. We have a lady in a harbor with a torch saying, let me light your way. This is New York, and we welcome you here. And we celebrate diversity. And we are a state made from diversity. And we don't think it detracts from us. We think it adds to us. That is the New York idea. That is the New York energy. That makes us who we are. Our arms wide open, accepting all, and say, come join us. Join the family of New York. Live with us, work with us, learn with us. We invest with you. Your advancement is our advancement. That's what New York is all about. We took the notion e pluribus unum out of many one, and we made it a reality. I am so honored to be the governor of this state that has that attitude. And let's show the rest of the nation what you can do when you actually open your arms and you embrace immigration, how strong you can be as a society. That's going to be the New York model. And my last point is this. We are a state that leads by diversity. And I am very proud of the diversity in my administration. And I'm very proud of the talent in my administration and the skill and what it's accomplished in 15 months. And I'm also very proud to announce tonight a new member of my administration who will be filling a very, very important post. I'm going to nominate this person for Commissioner of the Department of Labor. And the Department of Labor is an important position. Department of Labor is the vehicle for social justice, worker training, workers' rights, deals with a lot of important immigration issues. And this man, I believe, is one of the finest public servants that I've ever had the opportunity to serve with. I'm honored that he's joining my administration. Let's give a big round of applause to the next Commissioner of Labor, Assemblyman Peter Rivera. Thank you and good night.